Hello, everyone. Hopefully, you have a good one wherever you're out there. My name is Eddie. Today, we're going to be talking about a problem with well, it's honestly nothing really going on with Ford. I think it's just probably supply issues. I'm going to get you the headlines from this article that I'm getting from Car and Driving, written by Laura Sky Brown. As always, I have a link to everything I show you in the description below. So, what's what? So I'm saying that Ford is restarting the F-150 Lightning production after figuring out battery fix. Ford has shut down production and shipping of the F-150 Lightning electric truck, citing a battery issue. The automaker is currently investigating a potential problem with the battery, although it's said there have been no accident or injuries associated with it in consumer use. There has been no timeline for when production of the highly popular EV will resume, Ford said on Tuesday. Now, that's old news, okay? So they're updating this article as of 3/2 and saying that in statement today, Ford said it will restart production, yay, of the extremely popular F-150 Lightning electric pickup truck on March 13th. So that was the old situation. They stopped it. They didn't figure out how to do the battery supply, production, etc. Now on March 13th of 2023, production is starting again. The additional 11-day delay is said is allow time for suppliers SK on battery cells to build into battery arrays and packs and deliver to the Lightning production line. Now, I've touched on this subject so many times. We're getting to that point where when you all electric cars are going to be manufactured either, I don't say either, but the suppliers are narrowing down. We're having SK on, and you have Samsung, but it's getting to that point where batteries are becoming. I'm starting to believe there's going to be like maybe one or two suppliers for batteries for all electric cars. Period. But anyways, luckily, SKON was able to find a solution, figure out whatever the engineers that sat down with Ford and probably figured out what they want, specs, whatnot. Anyway, the production is back on. So Ford spokesperson went on to say, in the weeks ahead, that we will continue to apply our learning and work with SKON team to ensure we continue delivering high quality battery packs down to the battery cell. As our EVC ramps up production, we will continue holding already produced vehicle while we work through the engineering and parts update. So Car and Driver inquired about the nature of the problem with the original battery, and Ford responded, we aren't providing additional details at this time. Yep. So I'm going to say this honestly. I'm going to go out saying it because that's the article. Okay. At this point, the article says to give you any information and everything is happy and go. I'm going to give you my 2 cents, which is I've been saying this a lot. Look, honestly, electric cars are not that ready yet. I know I'm going to get a lot of flack. I'm waiting for them. I'm dodging bullets now. It really are. I mean, the technology is getting there, and they're ramping up because that timeline, whatever 2035, whatever the government put up, saying that by 2035, by golly, we're going to be driving. Yeah, I think that by 2035, we're definitely going to have a way better technology than what we have in 2023. So for now, they're working on a production, and I mean it's great. The F-150 Lightning. I mean they're fast, they're fantastic. So it's a good truck. So we'll see where this goes from here. They don't tell us what went wrong, and honestly, another point that I like to bring up. I mean, I know it's my little channel. I'm not trying to be all negative, but I always think about ahead. Like, what are you gonna do with this truck after 10 years? Are you gonna get a new battery? I honestly, I'm at that point where like, how are you gonna repair these things? I mean, I mean, I'm pretty sure that question was asked when the first Model T was introduced, and the guy when it compared to the horse-drawn carriage, and they're like, "Well, how you gotta fix that machine?" So obviously, new technology puts a barrier, but I'm genuinely asking it because I like to tinker with things, but I just feel that's one of those things that you are gonna simply at some point just say, okay, goodbye. By the way, all these pictures, none of these cars are electric. I mean, I don't spot anything electric. I see a tailpipe here. I don't spot it. Maybe that one is electric. Maybe. But yeah. that's always been my point of view of this technology. I'm curious to see because I know electric cars are going to get better and better and better, and they're already surpassing gasoline cars as far when it comes down to internal combustion engine. Electric car already surpassing in performance and reliability and all manners. The only issue is this recycling part, and yet to be uh, a lot of there's a lot of legislation, at least here in where I live in US, as far as they're trying to see what they're gonna do recycling these vehicles, but we're not there yet. So I feel that we're running really forward, trying to get everybody electric cars, but we don't know what we're gonna do with them after these cars are gonna be old. So it's interesting to see. Again, all these cars come with warranties. So don't be scared. It's not like you're gonna let your car and it's gonna fail on you in a couple of years. No, absolutely not. I mean, Tesla gives you what 7 years warranty, 100,000 mile, 100+ miles warranty. These batteries are gonna last. The question I'm asking is extended question. The question: what are we gonna do in a decade with these cars? What are we gonna do 10 years? What are we gonna do? Who knows? I mean, going that far out, 100 years from now. I have no idea, to be honest with you. These batteries, who's going to recycle them? Who knows? But with uncertainty comes opportunity. So maybe there'll be a bunch of businesses sprouting that will take these batteries and recycle them. It's very toxic. And at the current technology we have, um, I mean, I remember a story. What was that place? I forgot what it was. It was like a recycling center that did batteries somewhere here in Southern California. Long story short, they made batteries, but they filed for bankruptcy because some guy went in there, like some YouTuber went there and he took a video and like, oh look, battery acid everywhere, man. And then the company just basically shut down, said, bankruptcy, goodbye. And the area's just been sitting there. The soil is toxic, everything's toxic, and it's idling. So obviously that's an example of a company that didn't do their job correctly, but I wonder down the line how we're going to tackle that issue with recycling batteries. That seems to be something because you could look at a recycling car as in just crush it, call it a day. I mean, obviously it's still batteries, even in a regular internal combustion engine. There's also chemicals, whatnot, but not to the extent of the battery. So I'm just curious to see where we're going with that. Not a lot of, no one is really addressing it as much, but it's definitely in the pipeline. This gets more publicity, obviously, the actual vehicle, the brand new shining car. So, anyways, we'll see. I mean, I won't be surprised if companies like SK On will develop their own recycling program. Who knows? And I've been honestly researching it. I don't find much information. So hopefully in the future, there'll be more options for the consumer to figure out what to do with the car because I wonder what's going to happen to that car, that electric car, after 15 years when the car just gives you, I don't know, maybe 60 miles range. What are you going to do with it? I mean, it's still useful, but not that useful. So I'm really curious about it. No one is talking about it because obviously we live in if you in the States, we live in a consumer culture, right? Consume, buy new, don't worry about it. So, I'm worried about it a little bit, but we'll see. Anyways, I've been blabbing on. It's too much. Anyway, so as always, thanks for watching and have a safe one, whatever you're out there. Let me know what your opinion about honestly recycling batteries. I'm curious. And let me know what you think in the comments below. Anyways, as always, take care and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.